Hello friends, good to see you all on another video. Today we are going to discuss about intermediary services. What is an intermediary service? Let us discuss this. A person who arranges or who facilitates a business between two persons. That activity per se is called intermediary services. Section 2, subsection 13 of GST Act defines intermediary services as a broker or an agent. Primarily, this is done for a commission. Who is providing it? An agent or a broker? Who is the receiver? The receiver is in other territory or other country. What is that he does? He facilitates the main supply. What is that he receives? He receives a commission. All this says clearly that it is an export. Am I right? But unfortunately, Act does not say this as export. See, the recipient is from the other country, other taxable territory. The service provider is in our own country. Still, this is not qualified as export of service. Section 13(8)(b) of GST Act defines intermediary services in a most blaring way. This is very dangerous section. Nobody discussed more about this. Unfortunate. They define certain peoples that these services are, even when it is provided to a foreign country, it is defined as a service done in India and liable for GST. For example, banking company to intermediary services, hiring of transport for a period of 1 month kind of things are covered under this GST Act very specifically as not an export. Unfortunately, this is supposed to be a zero rated service. But what happened? By this definition, this is squarely classified under intermediary services. Actually, you are not getting any benefit by calling this as intermediary services. When department says classify a particular service as intermediary services, you are finished. Whatever you do, it is liable for GST. Power of Article 286(2). That has given the power here. This is a very specific area where the intermediary services are taxable under GST. There are various judgments, various arguments, various placements happened, but finally everything went in favor of department. Either in case of Dharmendra M. Jani case or material recycling case, in both cases, finally department has taken the upper hand. Now the point is, we need to go by the circular 159 of 2021. First of all, when it can be called as a intermediary services. So this is what the classification or clarification given under this circular. Number 1, there must be 3 parties. Number 2, there are 2 distinct supplies. Number 3, the main supply is between the 2 principals. 2 principals is a ancillary supply. It should be between agent and principal. What happened to the intermediary? He is an agent or broker kind of a person. He works only for a commission. Suppose I am supplying goods of my own. I cannot be classified as an intermediary service provider because I am an exporter directly. So I cannot be classified as intermediary. Suppose I do a subcontracting services. That cannot also be classified as intermediary services. When something is classified as intermediary services, it is liable for GST. This is what we need to understand. I know that you have a lot of queries, lot of doubts in this. People need to definitely know whatever they are claiming today as an export of service, or can it be classified as intermediary service or not. If that can be classified, entire exemptions claimed so far will become taxable under the GST. Hope I am clear. If you have any doubts, you can always reach us, mail us, call us. We are here to help you in this regard. Click the bell icon, like the channel, Do recommend this to all the other needy peoples. Thank you. We'll meet in next video. Thank you very much.